Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and the guests sitting in the back where I used to sit when I was joined Toastmaster. Mr. Toastmaster, thank you again for that wonderful introduction. You're probably wondering why did I spend so much time thanking the Toastmaster. That was because about a week ago, I was in the Galleria. I attended a function there. And the MC of that function, he messed up the speaker. If I were the speaker, I would just go back home. I won't care. What did he do? He approached the lectern and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker this evening is Bruce Atkins. He's an attorney from the state of Alaska." Bruce, are you from the state of Alaska?
No, I'm sorry. I can't stand the cold. I'm not from Alaska. I was born in Virginia.
Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot. Actually, our speaker today is from the state of Georgia and not Alaska. He's married and he has 5 children, right?
Oh, no. Delby, please. Well, I do have a proclivity to procreation. I'm not that prolific. I only have 2 children, both of whom are mature adults today.
Thank you very much. I'm very sorry, gentlemen. I'm sorry. You gave me an introduction sheet, but I left it in the car. I was in a rush to get here. It's my fault. I won't do that again. I'm sorry. Anyway, with proclivity, ladies and gentlemen, our speaker again is Bruce Atkins. And while he's speaking, if any of you wants to use the toilet, the toilet is on the right-hand side, and the next toilet is on the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bruce Atkins. You can imagine that. As an MC, I said, this guy needs Toastmaster with proclivity. Because your job as MC is to lift the speaker up. That's what he did. He introduced me well, and I was looking forward to give the speech. I was very excited. But this guy messed him up. I said, okay. You need Toastmaster for sure. You probably didn't know this, but I was born as a Muslim. And I'm still proud of that. I grew up as a Muslim in Nigeria. But what I don't understand, though, is that as a Muslim, you're not supposed to love pets. I still don't know why in the Quran, especially dogs. I say I don't care for dogs. But in our house, every morning there's this dog that bothers me all the time. He will show up at the front door. I ask my wife, "Honey, you know I don't care for dogs. What should I do with this dog?" She said, "What to do, grab the dog, put him in the back of your trunk, just take him to the woods and dump him there." In Nigeria, we call it jungle, not woods. And that's exactly what I did. I grabbed the dog, put him in the back of the trunk, and went to the woods. I dumped him there. The following morning, the dog showed up in the house again. I said, "Baby, what's going on? You know, I'm frustrated. What should I do now?" She said, "What did you do the last time?" I said, "I did exactly what you told me to do." She said, "Okay, this time around, try something different. Take the dog, put him in the back of the trunk. Once you get to the woods, drive around, make a right turn, make a left turn, you back up. And you try to confuse it." And that's what I did. I did that. I drove around. I made a right. I made a left. I circled the woods and then let him out. I was lost. I called my wife and said, "Guess what? I couldn't find my way." You need to know my wife. She said, "What do you mean you couldn't find your way? Didn't you drive yourself there?" I said, "Yes, I did with proclivity. I just couldn't find my way." She said, "I've got some news for you. The dog is back in the house." I said, "The dog is back in the house? How did he get there? Can you send him back to come and get me?" Ladies and gentlemen, I just told you that I was born a Muslim. That is true. I'm not supposed to like dogs. That is still true. But my wife loves dogs. Or she loves dogs. My son is here, he can testify to it. But I don't know about Texas. In Nigeria, if your wife loves something, you would love it too. So I don't have any option but to love the dog. We have a dog called Scooter. He's a golden retriever. Every morning, I give him a treat and ask him to go out and get the pet newspapers. And that's what I do. He enjoys that. But this morning, though, I gave him a bigger treat. I said, Scooter, go out. He went out, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he didn't show back up. I said, baby, what happened to Scooter? He said, don't worry about it, he'll be back. And yes, he showed up. When he came back, because I gave him a bigger treat, he brought 5 newspapers. He has gone to all the neighbors, grabbed all the newspapers and brought them back home to me. What is my point? If you are the MC, lift your speaker up. Treat him well. Actually, the board is in your hand. You can open your hands and let the blood fly, or you can crush the board to death. The point is yours. You can treat people well, not only people. If you treat your dog well, he will go and steal for you. That is the point. I live in Spring, Texas here, and there's a lot of woods there. You remember that the past few weeks have been very, very hot in town. Well, we've got some relief lately because of the rain. But for the past few weeks, it's been hot, 100 degrees in the shade. Sometimes there was no shade. And, we have the garbage collectors that come to pick up our trash twice a week, every Monday and Thursday. This particular Monday, it was so hot, I was sweating. And I saw the trash collectors coming. I just waved them down. I said, amigo, come. So he came in, and I just opened my bag. I said, amigo, take. I said, take, and give this to the driver. And that's what I did. They said, gracias, mucho, you're a nice man. I said, no problem. We were sweating, so hot. Since then, we've been friends. On Thursday, when they came back to pick up the trash on Thursday, I was so tired, I overslept. And I just had somebody press the bell. I said, who's this? Very early in the morning. I went there, I saw the same guy. I said, amigo, you want water? I said, no, not this time. You forgot to put your trash out. I said, oh, yeah, you're right. They went in, grabbed the trash, and gave it to them. What's my point? If you treat people well, they will treat you well. If you treat your speakers well, you will appreciate that and speak very well. Not only your speakers, even your dogs will do that. They will go and steal for you, so you don't get arrested. They only arrest the dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, the board is in your hand. You can open your hands, let it fly, or you can crush the board to death. Mr. Toastmaster.